Irene Ryan was an American actress and comedian who found success in vaudeville, radio, film, television, and Broadway. She is most widely known for her portrayal of Daisy Mae Granny Moses, mother-in-law of Buddy Ebsen's character Jed Clampett on the long-running TV series The Beverly Hillbillies. She was nominated for Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series in 1963 and 1964 for the role. Bruce Lee was a Hong Kong-American martial artist, actor, and founder of Jeet Kune Do. He revolutionized Hong Kong action cinema and challenged stereotypes of Chinese people in American films. His teachings and films like Enter the Dragon had a global impact. Lee's legacy extends to modern combat sports and popular culture, cementing him as a 20th century icon. Veronica Lake was an American actress known for her femme fatale roles in film noir with Alan Ladd. Famous for her peekaboo hairstyle, she starred in Sullivan's Travels and I Married a Witch. However, her career waned in the late 1940s due to alcoholism. Lake made sporadic TV appearances in the 1950s and briefly returned to film with Footsteps in the Snow, but with little success. Her memoir, Veronica, the autobiography of Veronica Lake, was published in 1970. Glenn Strange was an American actor known for Western films and as Frankenstein's monster in Universal Films. Born in New Mexico, he started as a musician and boxer before acting. He appeared in numerous westerns and TV series like Gunsmoke and portrayed Frankenstein's monster in films including House of Frankenstein. Strange's career spanned 300-plus films and 500-plus TV episodes. Betty Field was an American actress known for her work in both film and stage. She began acting at a young age and gained recognition on Broadway before making her film debut in 1939. Field's notable film roles include Of Mice and Men, King's Row, The Great Gatsby, Picnic, and Bus Stop. She also appeared in television shows and on radio. Field was married 3 times and had 3 children. Irving Rosenthal co-owned Palisades Amusement Park in New Jersey from 1934 to 1971. Originally from Russia, he pursued music and odd jobs before entering the amusement business. He and his brother Jack purchased Palisades Park in 1935, turning it into a major attraction. Rosenthal was also involved in charity work and owned other businesses. His legacy includes contributions to the amusement industry and philanthropy. Lyndon B. Johnson became president after JFK's assassination in 1963. He passed significant domestic legislation like Medicare and Medicaid and fought for civil rights. However, his presidency was marred by the Vietnam War, which led to criticism and his decision not to seek re-election in 1968. Despite this, Johnson's domestic achievements left a lasting impact on American politics. Frank Costello led the Luciano crime family in mid-20th century New York City, known for its gambling operations. His power waned after a failed assassination attempt in 1957 and legal troubles from Senate investigations. He retired in 1957, influencing American popular culture and inspiring characters in The Godfather novel. Pearl S. Buck, the first American woman to win the Nobel Prize for Literature, earned the honor for her novel The Good Earth in 1931. Raised in China by missionary parents, she spent much of her life there, influencing her writings which often reflect traditional Asian culture. Buck authored over 70 books across various genres and used her platform to advocate for civil rights, women's rights, and cross-cultural adoption. Frankie Frisch, known as the Fordham Flash, was a notable baseball player and manager for the New York Giants and St. Louis Cardinals. He won multiple World Series championships and held the hit record for switch hitters until 1977. Frisch later managed teams like the St. Louis Cardinals, Pittsburgh Pirates, and Chicago Cubs, and became a Baseball Hall of Fame inductee in 1947. Noel Coward, known for his witty and urbane plays and songs, began as a child actor before becoming a celebrated playwright, actor, and composer. His notable works include Private Lives, Blithe Spirit, and Brief Encounter. Coward also wrote for film, earning an honorary Academy Award for In Which We Serve. He composed beloved songs like Someday I'll Find You and Mad About the Boy. Knighted in 1970 by Queen Elizabeth, he remains a towering figure in British theatre and music. Picasso, the iconic artist of the 20th century, moved from Spain to Paris and pioneered various styles, from the blue and rose periods to Cubism with Georges Braque. His renowned works include Guernica, depicting the Spanish Civil War, and he excelled in diverse mediums like collage, sculpture, ceramics, and prints. Cooper, famous for King Kong, began as a journalist and pilot in WWI. Shot down twice, he was imprisoned in Germany and later in a Soviet camp during the Polish-Soviet War. Afterward, he worked for the New York Times and wrote for Asia magazine. He ventured into filmmaking with Grass and Chang. King Kong stemmed from a dream he had of a giant gorilla attacking New York City. Klas Thunberg, a Finnish speed skater, won 5 Olympic gold medals. His 3 golds came in 1924 at the first Winter Olympics in Chamonix, France. He added 2 more at the 1928 Winter Olympics in St. Moritz, Switzerland, sharing the spotlight with Norwegian skier Johan Grottumsbraten as the most successful athlete. Thunberg's remarkable career began at age 18 after a shift from a more indulgent lifestyle to focusing fully on skating. Jeannette Rankin was the first woman elected to the U.S. Congress and a dedicated advocate for women's rights and pacifism. Notably, she voted against U.S. involvement in both world wars, a stance that shaped her legacy. Despite facing backlash, she remained committed to her principles throughout her life, actively participating in social reform and peace movements, including opposition to the Vietnam War. Arne Bonton was a key figure in the Harlem Renaissance, known for his poetic novels that explored African-American experiences. He championed the preservation of Black culture, supported Black writers, and worked in children's literature. As a librarian at Fisk University, he emphasized archiving African-American works. Tarsila do Amaral was a leading modernist artist in Latin America. She studied in Paris and later returned to Brazil, where she became part of the modernist movement. With poet Oswald de Andrade, she founded the anthropophagic movement, aiming to create a uniquely Brazilian style by incorporating European techniques. Her famous painting, Abaporu, inspired de Andrade's anthropophagic manifesto. Betty Grable was one of the biggest Hollywood film stars of the 1940s and 1950s. She was famously the number one pin-up girl for American troops during WW II. Gable was particularly known for her legs, which her film studio had insured and which starred in her iconic bathing suit photo from 1943. Gable's most famous films include Down Argentine Way and How to Marry a Millionaire, where she starred alongside Lauren Bacall and Marilyn Monroe. Max Horkheimer was a German philosopher and sociologist known for his role in the Frankfurt School. He co-authored Dialectic of Enlightenment with Theodore W. Adorno, critiquing the impact of reason on society. In Eclipse of Reason, he explored how instrumental reason shaped modern societies. Served as the 12th Prime Minister of Canada from November 1948 to June 1957. His foreign policy initiatives transformed Canada from an isolationism with little role in world affairs to an active middle power. He was an enthusiastic proponent of Canada's joining NATO in 1949 to fight communist totalitarianism. He was a strong Canadian nationalist who hated communism and did not fear the United States.